there. Thanks for joining me again. Immigrants are stealing jobs. False narrative explained, backed by real stats and a quick debunk. You probably heard someone say, immigrants are stealing our jobs. But here's the truth. The idea isn't just wrong, it's been debunked over and over by real data. Let's start with what's actually happening in Canada's job market. From 2001 to 2021, nearly 500,000 low-skilled jobs disappeared in Canada. Not because of immigration, but because of automation and outsourcing. Machines and software replaced many of those roles. At the same time, immigrants stepped in and filled jobs that Canadians were leaving, especially in construction, transportation, food services, and caregiving. These aren't jobs being taken, these are jobs that need to be filled. Now let's talk about wages. A lot of people assume that immigrants drive wages down, but Statistic Canada data shows the opposite. New economic immigrants, those who come through skilled worker programs, actually earn more on average than the Canadian-born population in the long run. For example, skilled immigrants with Canadian work or study experience earn over $70,000 per year within 10 years of arriving. That's not undercutting, that's contributing. And what about job creation? Something most people don't know. Immigrants are more likely to start businesses than Canadian-born citizens. In other words, they aren't just taking jobs, they're creating them. So where does this job-stealing myth come from? Usually, fear. When times are tough, housing is expensive, inflation is high, it's easy to look for someone to blame. But immigration isn't the problem. Poor planning is. If the government doesn't build enough housing or invest in credential recognition, it creates pressure, and that pressure gets misdirected at newcomers. The bottom line, immigrants aren't stealing jobs. They're keeping industries alive, paying taxes, and helping Canada grow. Don't blame the workers. Blame the system that isn't keeping up. Thank you for watching, and until next time.